Hi everyone, my name is Sampson and this is my twin brother. I don't know if you've realised already, but yeah, we look very, very similar. But we're both representative from FM Conway, and we're basically just going to talk to you today about how we got into the transport and construction industry. So last year, my brother and I was in our final year of studying for our A-levels, and we were both looking for a pathway to go into the working world. But we didn't necessarily want to go down the university route, so we was looking at alternative options. As of today, we're both over a year into our higher apprenticeship with FM Conway. I'm studying for a degree in quantity surveying, and my brother's studying for a degree in civil engineering. So how did we get into transportation? So towards the end of our time at sixth form, we was looking at alternative routes to the university, the generic route into construction, and we discovered that a higher apprenticeship was a really good route to take, as it was a route into university where you could still achieve a degree, and you could also gain experience from the industry as well as your studies. So the way we got into it was we attended apprenticeship events and we talked with representatives from companies, and they basically told us about what they were offering. We also applied online and found out that companies were offering placements online. And after attending loads of apprenticeship events, filling online tests, going to interviews, we both were fortunate enough to receive a placement from FM Conway. So what inspired us to follow our career paths? So during our time at sixth form, we was quite fortunate with the school we went to, as we was given lots of opportunities to be involved with different work placements and programmes. A programme that both my brother and I attended was the Budding Brunel's programme. This was a workshop that inspired young individuals to start working within the construction industry. So on this programme, we carried out construction-related tasks that you would normally do within the industry. We got a chance to network with professionals and discuss and talk to them what their roles are, and we also got a chance to improve our communication skills as well as interview practice. So from this placement, I was fortunate enough to gain a work experience with Mace, which is a construction company, on their East Village development in Stratford. This was a residential development, and an interesting fact about this development was that it was the first UK's development that incorporated the use of a rising factory. This was basically a factory placed on top of the development, and it could be jacked up as the tower would progress. This was used to create an indoor working environment and to reduce noise and reduce environmental risks. Also on this placement, I shadowed professionals within the industry, conducted site checks along with site investigations, and it overall just improved my knowledge and gave me experience within the industry. Hi everyone, I'm the other one. My name's Josh. So sort of continuing on from the Budding Brunel's programme, along with Charlie, I was also fortunate to gain a week's work placement with Mace. However, mine was on their £3 million scheme, which was located at Chelsea Barracks. During this week's placement, I was working on the phase 1 of the scheme, which would eventually be made up to be of 74 residential apartments, multiple cafes and a new public space area. This placement involved shadowing project managers, looking at structural and architectural drawings, sitting in on meetings, writing and delivering reports, and also attending site to do regular inspections and investigations. Another example prior to this, which me and Charlie managed to achieve off of our own back, was we managed to get a week's placement at the Shard in London, where we shadowed mechanical, electrical and chemical engineers, which generally involved walking around the building, looking at different systems and components and doing checkups, and any problems that arise, we would sort of go out on call out. And from this, I learned about the different types of engineering, and also the importance of call out engineers that worked within the building. I generally think that the ultimate thing that inspired both of us to get into this industry of construction and transportation was our work experience. We've done quite a lot, and I think that from shadowing the project managers different engineers and other professionals within the industry. It really sort of gave us a true insight into what the industry offers, and all the exciting projects and day-to-day tasks that you can be a part of and be involved in. I think that for me, I would say that some of the most exciting things that the construction and transportation industry offers is being able to be part of something new, and being able to sort of put into place something that will be there for years and years on within the future. Also watching a project start from nothing, and then over time seeing it sort of build up to be a very, very important part of infrastructure. I would also say that this industry sort of brings something that your generic 9 to 5 day job might not bring, and that's the fact that most of you that are practicing will know that every day brings numerous amount of challenges, and different challenges every day that you have to sort of think and try and overcome. So our sort of day-to-day tasks and responsibilities, and what are those? So I'm working within the building and structures department. I'm an apprentice. As Charlie said, we've sort of been there for just over a year, and I'm being trained up to be a site supervisor. So my day-to-day tasks and responsibilities involve dealing with plant, so hiring, off-hiring plant, liaising with our transport department for different deliveries to site. Also looking at ordering materials, so this might be externally with different suppliers or with our purchasing department, and also talking to our depots all around Conway. I have numerous amount of depots, and doing stock checks. I also liaise with clients for our different projects, so this is finding out their requirements, any issues and problems that they might have, we try and solve, and answering general queries. I also help manage labour, so it's assigning our labour and our sort of workforce to different projects that we have, and also booking training for our different operatives on site. And this comes with overall general site duties, so I deliver toolbox talks, site observations, and different site audits. So I know we look the same, but we're actually doing different jobs, even though we work for the same company. So I'm trained up to be a quantity surveyor. So my responsibilities are mainly commercial based. So this involves anything from estimating and budgeting projects, dealing with change control, and anything that change on the project normally has a cost associated with it. So I deal with the costs. Also have to manage expectations. So I liaise with clients, as well as managers regarding the contract and the project's performance. This is anything from the costs, the progress of the project, and any alterations that may change. Also is heavily involved in risk management. So this is ensuring resources such as materials, labour and plant are accounted for, as these normally carry costs. So it's good to make sure that the costs are kept low. I also carry out financial reporting. So this is producing commercial reports on the project and the overall contract, and then feeding back to managers, directors, as well as our clients. So our overall impact, and young professionals in general, what are their impact sort of on the industry? The CEBR for the National Apprenticeship Service forecasts that between 2012 and 2022 there will be 3.8 million people that would have completed an apprenticeship. It is estimated that this will contribute £3.4 billion to the UK economy a year in productivity gains by 2022. And by us choosing our higher apprenticeship route, it means that eventually we will be qualified towards the highest level within the industry. This will give us the right skill set and the right knowledge to potentially do great things, as we are both aspiring to achieve a managerial position one day. I would like to say that because of the apprenticeship schemes and other sort of graduate and young professional schemes that are available, you could consider apprentices and graduates as investments for our future. Our advice, and obviously you all seem quite senior compared to me, but if I could give any advice to other young professionals, it would be to gain as much experience as you can relevant to the industry that you would like to go into, because for me I feel it puts you at a great advantage, and it definitely was when I was applying for my apprenticeship route. Secondly would be to take every opportunity that you can. This is so important because every new opportunity that you undertake will improve your skill set, overall learning and development, and will also give you better knowledge of and understanding of what you're trying to learn. And thirdly, if you're looking to apply for an apprenticeship route, then I would recommend that you apply for as many companies as possible, because for me, I found out it was very highly competitive. To note any experience that you have, even if it isn't directly related to the industry, as this will make you stand out, to research the company and to try and sell yourself as best as you can. Thank you everyone for your time.